Hey, welcome to Jersey Beast Radio. This is a radio show dedicated to those who want to learn how to be bigger, faster, and stronger, all while staying lean and being at top-level performance on the field or in the gym. We cover a wide variety of topics on this show. Today we're going to cover how you can foolproof your nutrition, and feel free to send your questions to me on Twitter at The Jersey Beast. That's The Jersey Beast on Twitter, and I'll be more than happy to get your questions up. They could be on anything: nutrition, performance training, training for strength, mass gaining, whatever you want to talk about. I'll be more than happy to get it up here and answer your questions. And if I don't know enough about that specific topic or that specific question, I will get somebody on here to answer the question for you. All right. With that being said, let's talk about some nutrition. I'm going to go out on a limb and I'm going to say that every nutrition program works. Now, that's a pretty bold statement. A lot of people might not agree with that. I don't really care. But to me, it's the truth. Every diet program works. Every structured nutrition program to some degree works. Just like every training program works, every training style works. It all works. You just have to figure out what's going to work best for you. And I know everybody says that, but it's the truth. For example, if you're looking to lose body fat, which is a very common thing, most people are in some degree or are looking to do that or have tried to do it in the past, and most times people fail. And it's not because the diet doesn't work. Number one, it's because of excuse making. People tend to make excuses on why they can't eat certain foods, or why the diet's too hard to follow, etc. Here is a solution to that. Okay, listen up, you excuse makers. This is to you. You have to find a nutrition program that's going to work for your lifestyle. You have to find a nutrition program that's not that far off from what you're doing now. Remember what I said, all nutrition programs work. So if you're used to eating 1 billion grams of carbs a day, going from that to a nutrition program or a diet that is very, very minimal on carbs is disastrous. That's going to totally screw you up. You're going to be miserable. You're not going to follow through with it because your body's so used to eating carbs that, if you cut carbs out cold turkey, then there's going to be problems. You're going to be miserable. You're probably going to last a week on the diet. You're probably not going to want to go to the gym because you're going to be so lethargic because you don't have any energy because it's something your body's not used to. Can you get there? Absolutely, but you have to do it gradually. So you hear all these magazines talk about and all these videos on YouTube and these blogs, and they're all talking about paleo, and they're all talking about fasting, and they're all talking about carb loading and all this other shit. You have to weed through that. Okay? Don't just jump on something because it's the newest thing and you think you've tried everything else. You really have to take one diet and do your homework. You really have to take a diet and kind of pick it apart a little bit. Spend a couple hours doing your research. That's what freaking Google's for. Google different diets. Google whatever you want to Google. I mean, just figure it out. You have to do a little research. You have to be accountable for yourself. Okay? You can't sit and try a diet that's not really fit for where you are right now and then bitch and moan when it doesn't work because it's too hard for you to follow. So my advice is to write this down. Hopefully you have pen and paper. My advice to you is to do your homework. See what diets are out there. It's okay to see what different types of new diets are out there, because there's a lot of really, really good ones, but you have to figure out what's best at this moment in time for your lifestyle and for your goals. Remember, you have to lose 5 pounds before you can lose 30. Okay? So, baby steps here. The same goes for guys who want to put mass on. You're not going to go from eating like a bird to eating, meals with 150 grams of carbs, 200 grams of carbs. Can you get there at some point? Yes, and it's doable. But if you start doing that without any gradual progression, you are going to feel like shit. Chances are you're going to feel super lethargic. You're going to want to take a nap in the middle of the day because of the way the food reacts in your system. You're probably not going to want to go to the gym. It's going to act negatively to you, and then you're going to be back at square one, and you're going to be like, screw this. It's too much food. I can't do it. So you have to gradually up or lower your calories, okay? So keep that in mind. It's okay to follow a diet program, but you have to find one that's going to fit you, okay? That's the first thing to remember, all right? Simplify, do your homework, and figure out where you are and where you want to be, and choose a nutrition program based on that information. It's very simple to do, okay? The second thing I want you to think about, and I see this more often than you think, is people pick and choose different things out of specific diet programs, and they implement all these 5 or 6 different techniques at one time because it appeals to their laziness. It appeals to them, well, if I fast on Tuesday and Thursday, then I can load up on carbs on Friday, and I'll zigzag my calories through the week. And the big one that I see too is like the cheat meal. People take the cheat meal and they think it's like, a 7-course meal. They can eat whatever the frick they want. And that's not the case. Some people do a whole cheat day. You have to figure out what nutrition program you're going to follow and follow that one for at least 4 to 6 weeks. You have to give it time. If you don't give it time, you're not going to know if it's going to work or not. You're not going to know if it's the best program for you. If it doesn't work out and you tried everything you could, then it sucks for where you are right now and for your body at this moment in time. It sucks. Choose something else. But at least you never have to go back to that diet again. You have to give it time. Just like any good training progression, you have to give it time. If you don't give it time, it's not going to work. So, again, all diets work. Don't be lazy and pick and choose 5 or 6 different techniques and throw them into one because, you get a cheat meal or you get carb loading days or you don't have to eat in the morning. Freaking pick one and stick with it. That's the bottom line. You have to give it time to work, 4 to 6 weeks again. Same thing for a mass gaining diet. Nothing good happens overnight when it comes to nutrition. You have to give it time. And just remember those points, and I can't hit it home enough, but hopefully I got my point across in this episode, and hopefully it opened up your eyes a little bit. You guys know this stuff. You know what you're supposed to be doing. You know that you're supposed to pick a diet that is going to be simple to implement. Do people do it? No, because they want the latest and greatest, and they want the best of everything, and if they read that paleo is the best, they're going on freaking paleo no matter what anybody says, even though it's not cut out for them right now. So do your homework, figure out what's going to be the best, and hit it home that way. I guarantee you in 4 to 6 weeks you will either have stellar results or you will have a better understanding of your body, which will allow you to get stellar results with another program that might be different from the one that you just did. If anything, you learn about how your body reacts to certain foods. You learn from that experience, and you're able to use that to figure out what your next move is. Okay? So this was a quick one today. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Hopefully you took away some information from this. Again, if you have any questions, training, nutrition, supplementation, whatever it is, shoot them my way on Twitter at The Jersey Beast, and I would be more than happy to get them up, give you a shout out, and get your questions answered. All right? So hit that Google and do your homework. Don't be lazy. All right, guys? I will talk to you later. Peace.